with Russ Curtis, professor of counseling and licensed clinical mental health counselor. Thank you for joining me today. I wanted to talk about a study that we published in 2016, myself and some colleagues, and we did a qualitative analysis of an online positive psychotherapy class where the graduate students of counseling were actually practicing different positive psychology skills, such as, and we were kind of broad in this definition, but we included in this mindfulness, we included forgiveness, we included gratitude, we included strengths-based assessment and awareness. Those were just a few of them that we did. Now, I do like to say that from a post-colonial perspective, the qualitative analysis where we're asking clients or subjects, what was most helpful? What had the biggest impact for you? And particularly once it's completed, I like for a retrospective recall to find out what stuck, what were the things that actually stuck with you after the intervention. And so this is what some of the graduate counseling students said, some of the major domains that we found after we analyzed this. I'm using consensual qualitative research methods, that it enhanced their mood. And this is significant, that we know that counselor and psychotherapist self-care is felt by the clients. There's a study that we cite in this article showing that clients, when they did not know if their counselors were meditators, that they felt like they were getting better service from counselors that actually practice mindfulness and meditated. So your energy, your presence has an impact on clients, okay? So it's important that we pay attention to our well-being. So enhanced mood, it shifted perspective. And what the participants said is that they started, after taking this class, looking for the positive aspects, noticing the small things in life that made a difference to them. And I always love Jon Kabat-Zinn's saying that, the small things are not so small. They're life. It's the small things we do every day, the small acts of kindness, but just the small things we notice, the sunshine, our pets, our kids, our loved ones, and so forth. So it shifted their perspective to notice more of the good things in their lives. They learned new skills. So they learned how to introduce concepts such as forgiveness, which, if you watch any of my other videos, has nothing to do with reconciliation. It does have to do with the person who's forgiving, letting go of the hurt and anger that somebody else caused. So they learned skills like how to do mindfulness and forgiveness and gratitude, strength-based assessments, and more. It enhanced their own personal relationships. This was a finding that surprised us, but they found by taking the class, starting to practice some of these skills that we just mentioned, that they felt their own personal relationships were improved. It increased their personal awareness, which is a key attribute of good mental health counselors, is that they are personally aware. They can recognize when their own stuff is getting in the way of the client's processing and the client's well-being. So that's critical. And then overall, again, you're going to hear me use this term a lot, post-colonial, we think that this may have improved their energy, and not by that they had more energy or zip, but it did lighten their mood, it lightened their presence, so that they could be more of a healing modality, that their presence was healing, even if a word wasn't said. Now, I will say the energy part is just my own add-on after the study was done. We didn't find that within the study, but I think with the enhanced mood, shift perspective, personal awareness, that this is what we're looking at, particularly if we move to a post-colonial and start looking at cultures in India and China and others on the Asian continent that do talk about energy with the meridians and the chakras and so forth, and how important that can be as a part of healthcare and wellness. We're not going to clearly ignore Western medicine and so forth. All right, I hope you found this helpful. Let me know. I'm going to be posting more studies that we've done and completed, since I am a researcher and so are my colleagues. We want to post what we've been working on. Take good care. Appreciate the work that you're doing.